In today's video, we're going to be getting into the stats and the gameplay of the Evolve Hunter evolution. It's a 2-cycle evolution, and as you guys can see from the teaser on the card screen, it throws a net, which essentially locks the card in place for 4 seconds. It's unable to move, and you can see it even pulls down air units to the ground. Absolutely insane. As for the stats, it has the same amount of hit points, same hit speed, projectile range, range damage, targets air and ground, a range of 4, so the exact same stats as the regular Hunter. It has a net range of 4, which is the same as the Hunter's range, and the net duration is 4 seconds, so that's going to be pretty easy to remember. Be very, very quiet. Evolve Hunter throws a net at the closest troop, making them unable to move or attack. If that troop is flying, they can be attacked as though they were on the ground. Alright, here we go, guys. We're against Trainer Cheddar, and I figured this would be perfect because Trainer Cheddar has the balloon, so I really wanted to see this in action. And you know what I realized, which I could actually try out for the second game? If something gets pulled to the ground, like an air unit, for example, so a balloon or a lava hound, does that mean the Fisherman is able to pull it? Can you also knock it back with a log? That would just be absolutely absurd if that is the case. There's just so many things to test out with this because we've never seen something like this before where it's just, this is a unique evolution. The fact that it can pull air to the ground, so it's really changing the mechanics of the card itself. It would kind of be similar to if I guess the Fishermen were able to pull air units towards the King Tower or something like that. I guess that would almost kind of be the equivalent of it in a way. I guess that's probably a fair comparison. So let's just go for the wall breakers here, and then we'll have the Hunter ready to go if he decides to go in for, let's see, that skeleton's there. I'm trying to, okay, so here we go. If we just go Hunter like this is just kind of, let's see, it's gonna hold it in place. The one thing is, it kind of gets held. Wow, that seemed like a lot longer than... All I gotta say is that seemed like way longer than 4 seconds. I mean, that was just, whew, that just was stuck for like a long time. So it's almost just like a freeze. It really is like a freeze in a way. It just keeps it there. But the only thing is, it's only one thing at once. So if there's a bunch of things coming in, I feel like it's not gonna be that valuable. So it's, if there's just like one particular unit you're trying to go for, I feel like that's where it's going to be really, really helpful. But man, now I kind of talked myself into wanting to see it with the Fisherman. Like, I just want to see, does the Fisherman pull the ground card? Because that would just be absolutely absurd if that is the case. The ground air card that got pulled to the ground, if that makes sense. Okay, so we'll go Ice Spirit here, and then we have the Hunter available next. And we could actually, I'll just go ahead and play it now, so then that way we can get to the Evo one, which of course is more exciting. That's kind of why I'm running it in a cycle deck here, so we can get it down multiple times. We just go for this here, we got to get a rage going, and then we go like this. And then, as you can see, let's see how it fares when there's multiple things at once. So it's like, I don't know what it just got used on. Did it just get wasted on... Oh, it went on the Dark Prince. I thought it got wasted on the Giant, because keep in mind, guys, it's based on the range of where the unit is. It doesn't have to do with the hit points, right? So if there's a unit, like say the Giant is at like 1% health, doesn't matter because it's closer, that's what's going to get pulled, even though you would maybe prefer to have the balloon get pulled or whatever. I don't know why I just went for a defensive miner. I kind of distracted myself talking there. But anyhow, this is going to be kind of a good representation of how it works. So yeah, the hit points don't really matter, I guess, at all. It's whatever is closest to it. So you have to be very, very cautious. All right, here we go, guys. I got the Fisherman in the deck. What I want to see is when the balloon gets pulled down by the net, does that mean the balloon is literally going to be able to be pulled? Because if that's the case, imagine if you could just pull the balloon to the King Tower. That would just be absolutely absurd. I don't even know if that's going to be possible in a lot of scenarios, but let's just find out if it's even possible at all, even in some rare circumstances. So anyway, we're going to be able to... No, we actually don't stop it because I don't know what the Hunters were doing, but they were shooting the Giant instead of the balloon. But either way, I don't really care. If we take a little bit of damage early on, not really the end of the world. I'll just go Wall Breakers here to cycle, I think. And then we're going to have the Evo Hunter ready to go if he does decide to go in for balloon. I actually want him to support the balloon with a giant, ideally, because if he just goes in for the balloon by itself, I'm worried the hunter's going to deal too much damage to it, and then I won't be able to see if the fisherman is actually able to pull the balloon or not. So let's see here. We just cycle a log, and then we're pretty much ready to go. We got the Evo Hunter in cycle here. I guess we could just go in for a fisherman, and then from there see what he chooses to do. I wouldn't mind if he goes in for a balloon now. Now, actually, no, because we need the, I take that back. Oh, no, we need the, wait. Wait. It pulls it! It pulls it! Oh my gosh! It pulls it! The fisherman literally can pull the balloon. That is insane. Wow. Oh my gosh. Does that mean the log can push it back too? That's the second thing I want to test out. So the fisherman literally can pull an air card. Wow, I thought we'd never see the day. That's just insane. Completely changes just, wow, just like interactions and mechanics of this game, this evolution. Wow, definitely gets a very, very creative evolution, that's for sure. I mean, I don't know if that's going to mean this is like broken or people are going to complain, but the fact that it actually changes, like, and most evolutions don't do this. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. They're typically just, some of them, first of all, were just like stat buffs or doing things that were kind of considered lame by a lot of people. But this, I feel like, is pretty different. It's actually creative and based on the actual card that they're adding in that special ability for, something that, you know, we haven't seen. So, okay, he does decide to do that. Okay, here we go, here we go. So this is the next thing I want to try out. Oh, the log pushes the balloon. Did you guys see that? The log pushed the balloon. I can't believe what I just witnessed. Wow, I never thought I'd see the day. Alright guys, to wrap things up, let's quickly see how many people are running the Hunter inside of the top 200. So we got to apply the card filters here. 5 people are currently using the Hunter, and I believe every single one is probably in a Royal Giant deck, as you guys can see, either with the Fireball or the Lightning. Now guys, this is really going to benefit Royal Giant, this evolution, because the Fisherman is going to be able to pull the Lava Hound and the Balloon, and air decks in general were the most difficult matchup for Royal Giant Hunter decks because you literally only have Hunter as the air counter, so it's going to give you a higher chance of beating air. And I could also see the Hunter bringing back Royal Hog Cycle as well, which had the Mini P.E.K.K.A in it. So if an air unit gets pulled down, the Mini P.E.K.K.A can DPS it down quick as well, so I could see that being revived. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already. You can use credit code BOSS to support me in any Super Soul game, and thanks again until next time, guys.